You're live. This is the Aaron Zero show for January 30th. And let's see what we have in the news today. Well, the latest news off the bat is from the USA. There has been a an airline accident there. Airplane crashed with a Black Hawk helicopter in the Washington area. And last we know, they were searching for the survivors in the river there. And it seems the entire plane went down into the river. And they don't know how that accident happened because the aircraft was a 60-seater aircraft, which had all the traffic collision devices on it. And they don't know how that accident happened. Anyway, that's the breaking news. In other news, Yunus-led Bangladesh government cancels women's football match after protests by Islamist hardliners force organizers to call off fixture. It's again the backward nature of Bangladesh now. It's sliding into backward nation. And the PM says, will BJP government in Haryana poison water I drink in Delhi? There's an ongoing political battle between the AAP political party and the BJP party as they contest the Delhi elections. And the Delhi strongman says that the Haryana government is poisoning the water and the ammonia content has gone up. And then what else do we have here? 30 die in the stampede at the Kumbh Mela on the morning of the auspicious day. At 1 o'clock, a lot of people went running to bathe from one of the uh, places called the Sangam Nose, and massive overcrowding. And they wanted to begin at the break of dawn, and it was the same route that they were taking. And around 1 a.m., several climbed over barricades in a rush to reach the Sangam Nose towards the barricade breaks and rushes over it, trampling those other on waiting to take a dip. So over 60 people injured, 30 people died in a stampede at the Akhara Marg early Wednesday. Rush of visitors converging on Sangam for a dip on the opening hours of Mauni Amavasya, the most auspicious period in the 45-day period. So, U.S. Defense Secretary Pete Hegseth tells General Mark Milley, a retired chair of the Joint Chiefs of Staff, that he is removing his protection detail, revoking his security clearance, and in ordering an inspector general inquiry into his record, says Pentagon. General Milley is a very senior person, and Mr. Trump has appointed a fellow who's actually had the rank of soldier, Mr. Pete Hegseth, and who was also had drunken behavior in other cases. So what can you do? Because Mr. Trump is just a clown, and a clown only wants to appoint other clowns. Steve Smith becomes 15th player and the fourth Aussie to enter the 10,000 runs club, goes on to score his 35 Test century, shares an unbeaten 195 stand with Usman Khawaja to help Australia reach 330 for 2 against Lanka. And then in chess, world champion D. Gukesh crashes through the defenses of compatriot Leon Luca Mendoca in the ninth round to jump into the sole lead at Tata Steel Masters Chess Tournament. White House Office of Management and Budget rescinds a Trump admission directive pausing federal loans, grants, and other financial assistance. So they've gone back on that because Mr. Trump wanted to delay and actually fired 2 million employees there. And in the local news, the Supreme Court says can't disqualify anyone from outside state for PG medical seats, says UG quota of residents or status okay. And then the Supreme Court acquits BJP man jailed for 12 years for murder. 9 Indians killed in Saudi Arabia in road accident. And Mr. Modi and Home Minister Amit Shah condoled the loss of lives at the Markham Mela. And India says Canada is creating an environment for illegal migration and crime. And the Canadian probe claims India's second most active player interfering in the country. It says uses disinformation as key tactic. And it says that the Indians may have given support to preferred candidates during the 2021 polls. And India rejects it and says Canada has been set to interfere in India's internal affairs. US set to push India for military deals. And IPR theft may be at play, US official on DeepSeek, which is the new AI program released by China. And what else do we have here in the news? Government looks to position India as a manpower supplier to the world, may focus on skilling, job creation, initiatives in the budget. And where do we have that news here? There was also a bit of news that the Indian government is going to invest $4 billion in semiconductors. So, Pentagon removes Trump 4 General Milley security detail and orders review of record. White House revokes spending freeze in face of legal challenges. Trump and Musk suggest speeded return of Sunny Williams and Butch Wilmore. The DeepSeek-tied group improperly get OpenAI MS is investigation. In U.S. National Security Council reviewing DeepSeek's implications. And so we end the stream.